And with round 1 complete, half the teams are eliminated, leaving only 8 fighting for the cup. Let's not waste any time and get right into round 2. First up, we have the Dallas Stars versus the Winnipeg Jets. And here we are back on the rink. Just a quick reminder before we begin, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be part of our notification squad. And the Stars score a goal in their first shooter. Now we have Winnipeg, and it's a post shot and the ball gets out of play. Dallas with their second shooter. And it hits the goalie, bouncing off the post again and out of play. Dallas still leads the series 1-0. Another close call for Winnipeg. They just can't get it in the net. And Dallas now with their final shooter. And another post shot bouncing off the goalie, and it isn't able to find its way in the net. And last but not least, Winnipeg. And it's a shot on the stick and it goes out of play. Despite bad luck from both teams, the Dallas Stars are able to get one and moves on. Next up, we got Colorado versus Las Vegas in match 2. And Colorado starts off the battle. There he goes. And that's our third shot this round that hits the post. Our teams aren't having the best of luck today. Las Vegas now, their first shooter. And it's a shot to the stick, but because it doesn't move, it is out of play. Now we got Avalanche. And that's the 4th or 5th post shot now. So many I don't even know the exact number. Las Vegas now. Another stick shot and the ball goes out of play. Series is still tied 0-0. Let's see if they're going to get a goal. And they're not. Vegas needs to get a goal to move on, or else we're going to sudden death. And with no goal scored, it looks like we'll be moving on to sudden death. 1 goal is all it takes. And unfortunately, the Avs aren't able to get a goal. Let's see if Vegas will be able to get one. And yes, they do. Finally ending their streak, they're able to eliminate the Avalanche and move on to the conference finals. Now with match 3, we got Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Leafs not winning a cup in over 50 years. Let's see if they can take some action. Tampa Bay missing their first shot with the ball going out of play. Now we got the Leafs. Another stick shot, but it was a bit closer in going the net there. Now we got Tampa Bay. Ooh, a post shot and hitting the goalie and just skims the red line and goes out of play. Series still tied 0-0. And the Leafs get their first goal of this series and they currently lead 1-0. Now Tampa Bay. And they get a goal once again and they tie up the series 1-1. Let's see if the Leafs can score one. And unfortunately they don't. The ball goes out of play and will be once again going to sudden death. Tampa Bay now, and they get our first goal. Leafs need a goal in order to stay in. And yes, they do. They certainly do not disappoint. Tampa Bay now with their second shooter. And it's a stick shot and the ball goes out of play. And the Leafs get their second goal, which secures them a spot in the conference finals. And with our final match of round 2, we got the Carolina Hurricanes versus the New York Islanders. Let's see who's going to take that last spot. Carolina Hurricanes. And they get the first goal, shooting it on the bottom left-hand corner. Islanders now. Nice save by the goalie. Carolina Hurricanes leads 1-0. Hurricanes now with their second shooter. And it's once again stopped by the goalie and out of play. Islanders. Another ball just skimming that red line, and unfortunately it isn't able to find its way in the net. Lots of bad luck today. I don't know what's happened. Hurricanes getting another stop by the goalie. Will the Islanders be able to score? They need a goal to stay in. And again, their second shooter skims the edge, and they're not able to get a goal. A stroke of luck for the Hurricanes, and they're the last one moving on. And with that, our conference finals are now set. First up on the western side, we got the Dallas Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Which city will be the one moving on? We're about to find out. Dallas with their first shooter. And a nice save there by the Vegas goalie. Vegas now. And they're able to get our first goal of the series, shooting on the left-hand side. Dallas now. Wow, the Vegas goalie's so far playing on fire, but I don't want to jinx it. And Vegas gets their second goal, winning the series 2-0. Although Vegas has a sure spot of moving on, we still have one shooter on each team. Dallas getting a goal there, but it's certainly too late. And despite Vegas missing that final shot, they still have a secure spot in the Stanley Cup Finals. And the Dallas Stars are out of here. And with the Eastern Conference side, we got the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Hurricanes are going to start us off. Down the ramp, and a great save there by the Leafs goalie. Leafs now with their first shooter. And Carolina Hurricanes making another stop, and the series is still tied 0-0. Hurricanes, and they're able to score, leading them 1-0. Leafs now with their second shooter. And they're able to tie it up once again, scoring against the Hurricanes. But will the Hurricanes be able to get a second? And no, they don't. The ball goes out of play. The Leafs need one goal to move on. Are they going to do it? And yes, they do. A perfect shot there, just hitting the post and bouncing in. And for the first time in 50 years, we're going to be seeing the Toronto Maple Leafs competing against the Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup Finals. And the Leafs are going to start us off with their first shooter. And it bounces off the post, going out of play. Las Vegas now up. There he goes down the ramp. And he misses the shot wide, and the ball goes out of play. Series still tied 0-0. Leafs now. And it's another missed shot. Let's see if the Golden Knights can get something here. There they go. And yes, they do. Currently leading the series 1-0. Toronto now. And they're able to come right back, and the series is tied once again. Golden Knights now. And no, what a missed opportunity there. Hitting the post and going out of play. Now we're going into sudden death. Leafs with a post shot going out of play. Golden Knights now, all they need is one. And yes, bouncing off the goalie, rebounding off the post, and passing by that red line. And you know what that means. The City of Lights is your 2019 Marble Stanley Cup champions. You could really tell every single team gave it their all, but those Knights wanted it the most, and they certainly deserved it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to throw it a thumbs up. If you want to see more M&H Racing, follow our social media down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so you can be a part of our notification squad. And I'm your host, Yellow Swirl, signing off.